almost finished with this. I was 32% in it when it went back to the library on the 21st of October, and the hold just came back in to like 3 days ago, and I started it today. So I picked up at 32%, and today was slow, so I was able to read for a bit, and now I'm at 93%. I'm probably going to finish it tonight before I go to bed. It's not even midnight, so we're doing good. Hey, so I'm popping in because today is the 9th and I have finished 5 books. The first 3 I want to talk to you about. They're all from the same set. I finished the last 3 issues of Bandette by Paul Tobin and Colleen Coover. My heart hurts. It was such a good ending to the arc. It was such a good ending to the arc, but it wasn't a good enough ending to not make any more. Like, I need more Bandettes. I was already excited because I read like the first 18 to 19 volumes like 2 years ago, I think. I didn't even know about these, so I don't know if they came out after I read them and thought that was then. I'm not sure. So this is what was left. Volumes 20, 21, and 22, which are all the end of the Wedding of BD Belgique arc. That's like the end of it. All of them were 4 to 5 carats, as they are. Seeing all of the characters come back in, seeing the inspector finally be in love. It was so good. It was so good. Her getting a little bit of closure about what happened to her mom. Like, I need more from them. And now I'm on the hunt because I read them digitally. I've never seen it physical. Now I'm on the hunt for physical editions so I can display them. Like, Bandette has cemented herself as one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. She's up there with Veronica Mars and Bug Boys. That should, like, not even gonna lie, I kind of want a tattoo. Like, I love her. Those are so good. And then I finished The Creeping Hand Mystery by Maureen Johnson. I liked it. I think I gave it like 3.54 carats. I knew who did it, just not why they did it. As far as a interactive mystery, it was very good. It gave you everything that you needed, and you just needed to put the pieces together. Even the wrap-up was done well. And then, essentially, it's about a party, and everybody at the party, it's like 1930s London. Everybody at the party receives a poison pen letter, that tells them they need to be at this place by this time. But when they get to the place, it's a home of one of their friends, and he's like, I didn't send the letter, and nobody knows he sent the letter. The whole point of them is to meet up so that they know who gets the letter. Kind of like Clue. It was a lot of fun. You're essentially following the detective as he interviews them, and then you're picking up your clues from there. It's essentially told between flashbacks, interviews, and the actual conversations. Like I said, I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. The next book that I finished was Savage Blooms. I listened to this on audio. It had good part, but I honestly wasn't the biggest fan. It was kind of annoying because we essentially spent like 40 chapters trying to stop this one thing from happening, and then she let it happen. I don't know. It had hot scenes. The characters were interesting. I'm so tired of books where like the main male character is a fucking moron and everyone's like, oh, he's so great, we love him. And then he goes and does something stupid because he's done nothing but be stupid the whole book. And then they're like, why would he do that? Oh no. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Also, I'm not really into fairies, so that didn't really do anything for me. I probably will continue the series just because it is on a cliffhanger and I want to know what happens next. But depending on what they do with book 2, I probably won't return. But the scenes were hot. The characters were interesting. It's essentially about a kid. Not a kid. They're all grown. It's about a guy named Adam, and he was very, very close with his grandfather, and then his grandfather passed when he went through his grandfather's things. He finds a letter from Scotland. So he and his best friend Nicola go there, and then they're just kind of like pulled into the Irish-Scottish glow, like the tales, the mythology, the magic, sexy things happen. And then they find out like why his grandfather knew her and what was going on. The rest of it was interesting. I just didn't like Adam. But yeah, those are the books that I finished. Since the month started, I'm doing pretty good. Like, it's the 9th. I got 5 books done. I think that's what I finished the entire month of October. And I don't necessarily know that I read any more in September. Maybe I just needed a break. I don't know. But doing good, looking good. Little sad that this is over. Can't believe that this is done. I'm going to start investigating whether or not I can get like an omnibus or like volumes or something. I have not decided on what I'm reading next. I did start Detective Beans, so this is where I am in it. I'm not very far. It's just cute like mini comics of like the 2 characters. It's fun. So I'm kind of just like reading this every little bit. But now that I finished Bandette, I did get a couple of other books from the library. The Jigsaw Man by Nadine Matheson, Scorched Grace by Margaret Dowie, Crocodile on the Sandbank by Elizabeth Peters, If Looks Could Kill by Kate White, If Looks Could Kill by Julie Berry, and Rare Birds by L.B. Hazelthorne are the like contenders for what I'll be reading next. I'm just not sure what to actually start. Since I finished Agent Cupcake, I don't have any arcs for this month or next month. All of the rest of my arcs are for 2026. I have not applied for any more new arcs. I do have one that's still pending that comes out in December, but I literally applied for that in like May. So hopefully that gets approved, but I don't know. If it does, that would be awesome. If not, I did put it on hold at the library, so I'll still get to read it either way. But that would be neat. So yeah, I've slowed down on TBRs. I've slowed down on hopefuls. I've slowed down on arcs. I just wanna read. I was watching a YouTuber the other day. I can't remember her name. I'll put her up here if I remember. But she does quarterly TBRs. And I was like, maybe that's more the gambit. Because when I think about books that I want to read, there's lots of books that I want to read. So maybe if I set them up and be like, okay, over the next like 3 months, I want to read these, then maybe that'll be enough time for my brain to be like, this isn't homework. You know? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how to mesh my like no rigidity please brain with like the rigidity needed to make content, because I love talking books with you guys and I love having content that talks about books with you guys. But in order for me to have that content, I have to read books. And that has not been happening because my brain is like, ugh. So I gotta figure that out. Excuse my hair. I was up all night playing Monster Hunter Wild with my friends. So I woke up, had my Kindle. I was like, oh, I'm awake, but I don't want to like get out of bed and get ready yet. So I finished Bandette, and then I was like, oh my god, that was so good. I have to come tell you about it. So here we are. So I'll see you guys again soon, hopefully with my hair in better condition and more books to talk to you about. Bye. Okay, so bear with me because I'm trying to figure out if I'm just overthinking it or I should DNF this. So I started Kill Your Darlings by Peter Swanson. Okay? And the characters are having a dinner party. The husband is a professor, and they're all in academia. So nobody else is described in this paragraph. They're just told who they belong to, like Ron is Don's husband, and so forth and so on. They're the wife of the main guy, Tom. She's our main character. Nobody is described. Everybody is just connected to their person and then sat at the table. And they're communicating about different things. And the wife, Wendy, that's her name. And I highlighted this because it fell off to me. Sally seemed rehearsed somehow. Then Wendy remembered a few years ago when the poet Marcus Robertson had been a visiting professor, how he told her that Black academics learned very early on that they had to be twice as professional as everyone else, that they could never show a chink in their armor, that there was no room for error. While that's true, and I mention it often, it seems so odd and out of place for it to be pointed out in that fashion. She seems rehearsed. Oh, she's rehearsed because she's Black and can't show any issues because she's with people she works with. Like, it's just so separate and it feels very othering. I made a comment. I was like, well, while that is true, the way it's just thrown and dumped seems to be in a disgusted tone. And I don't know if it's disgusted because that's just how Wendy is. She's disgusted with all of them. Or if she's particularly disgusted with Sally. And also, there's no conversation about why Black academics have to be twice as professional. There's no conversation about why we have to work 3 times as hard to get a scrap of what white academics receive for free. Like, it's literally just tossed out there as a reason why Sally seems so put together. It feels gross. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, it feels gross. I don't know if I want to continue. But the whole thing is that the wife is, like, tired of her husband. So, I don't know. I think I just need to stay away from domestic thrillers. I don't think that's for me. I don't think that's for me. I have packages. Do I remember why I ordered? So it'll be something new for both of us. My printer paper. These look kind of large. So if these don't work, I'm going to be irate. So, because I've been playing games and stuff, and I updated my alcove, which I'll show you in a second, I wanted to be able to control it from up here so I don't have to get down every time. So I got myself a mini keyboard remote. I'm very excited about that. What else is in here? It's the fact that I didn't even order these like a week ago, but I don't remember anything that's in here. Oh, okay. And like I said, I've been updating my alcove. So I got a reading arm, and I'm going to set it right here and then have it come out so I can read right here. Very excited. I thought I ordered a pink like ring clicker, but it's black. And I totally meant to take it back, return it today so I could buy the pink one. And I didn't. So now I'm like, do I need to? Is it okay? I'm sure it's okay if one item that I own isn't pink, right? I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed. I still kind of want to return it. Alright, and then this should be like fancy stuff. Yeah. So this guy has pegboard pieces that are pink and white, and I'm going to put them around my room. But this is what I'm excited about. Okay. I know it looks ridiculous, but hang on. So it's to go on a door frame, but I'm gonna put it up here. I'm so excited. It's so cute. Look at it's so cute, oh my god. Now, to figure out how to get that up there. That's alright. That's a boy wonder job. It's so cute. Oh my god, I can't stand it. Yeah, so this has like sticky backing. Yeah, so I literally just lay it up there and then stick it and let it fall. I'm so excited. So easy. Yeah. Okay. So that's my unboxing. Bye. Oh, while I'm here, I have started my first December scramble. I'm 15 pages in. She is undercover at Emerson University. She's so excited because she gets to hang out with Ned. And she is looking for a thief. There's some kind of chemical that a foreign scientist is working on with the US government at Emerson, but the chemical, which is supposed to be utterly useless except for what this chemist is working on, keeps getting stolen. So she's after a chemical thief. So yeah, 15 pages in. Not bad. They've already had some canoodling. It's been like a month since Nancy's seen Ned, so she misses him. I don't know why, but she does. And I'm 5 pages from chapter 3. So, this is our update. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gabs. This is Inkbunnie. I just did my hair, otherwise I would be wearing ears. Boy Wonder and I are going to a play tonight, so that's why hair is done and pearls are on and I look like fucking 1950s housewife. It's cute. It's just not what I was expecting, and I don't really like it. It's cute though. Whatever. I'm here to talk to you about the December Scramble. So, from the beginning of the December Scramble till now, I have not finished any books. Don't get your hopes up. However, I have started reading 5 different books. Now, if you watch the December Scramble video, you'll know that there are 12 books on my December Scramble that I'm trying to complete before the end of the year. So I'm currently listening to Alias Emma by Ava Glass. This guy here. I am 12 chapters in and they move pretty quickly. So I'm about 29% into this. That's where we are in contrast to where we need to be. I started The Wrong Chemistry by Caroline Keene. This is the Nancy Drew case, file 42. That's where we are in terms of where we want to be. I started Fierce Fairy Tales, Poems and Stories to Stir Your Soul by Nikita Gill. That's where we are, and that's where we need to be. I started Last One to Die on audio. Yeah. And it says I'm 3% in, so I want to say I'm probably about, probably about 10 to 11 hours in. The one I've made the most progress on is Clown in a Cornfield. Oh my god. Are we alright? Like, what are we doing? Oh, that's a lot of sirens. That cannot be good. And as you can clearly see, I have been reading this. It doesn't have a cover on it. I generally take the covers off of hardcovers when I'm reading them because I'll read them in bed, I'll read them out and about, and I don't want to damage those. So I'm 64% in that. So this is the beginning of the book, and this is where we are, and that's the end. So this is the one I've made the most progress on. I've even gone through and highlighted and wrote notes. I mean, it's pretty notey. I mean, the light's purple right now, so you're not really seeing it, but it's pretty highlighted. So yeah, this is probably going to be the first book that I finish. I was really chowing down on it, and I was like 60% in, and I was like, oh, I'm 60% in, like I'm gonna finish this at work, it's gonna be great. And then work kept getting busy, so I wasn't able to finish it. And then this weekend I have had some shoots and some stuff to do with family, so I haven't been able to do those either. So, but since I was cute and presentable, I thought I would come up and tell you about the progress on the December scramble. Yeah, this is where we're at. So these are the books that I've started. Oh, heavy. And then these are what's left. So yeah. I mean, to be some kind of percent in 5 out of 12 books within, what, 2 weeks? I feel like that's pretty good. And we still have another week of Thanksgiving, another week of November, and the holiday, so I don't have to work. That's another day that I can spend reading. And then we have all of December. So, and I have a lot of these on audiobooks, so I'm listening to them while I'm in the car and things like that. So I'm making headway. I'm making headway. Oh, and now that there's better lighting, I was so excited. I filmed an unboxing last night, but I filmed it in my alcove, which is pink, and it's probably not as clear as this is. So now that it's clear, I want to show you my new bag. So Boy Wonder got me a Great Mouse Detective backpack and matching wallet. It's so cute. I love it. So yeah, I'm gonna be carrying these around for like the foreseeable future. The Great Mouse Detective is like my favorite cartoon movie of all time. So yeah, okay, I think that's everything. I need to finish getting ready because we'll be heading out soon. And I will catch you hopefully with any more reading updates or even a finished book. Bye. Like that they scan it.
Hello.
Hello. Greens, gravy, potatoes, latte.
Turkey.
Turkey? Turkey. Nice. Let us. What's in here, baby? Ham.